Well, how come I can't see Nicole? What happened? How come I cannot see Nicole? Hello, Nicole. I'll figure out why I can't see you right now. Hello. The queen of YouTube now and forever. I think that there's some competition for queen of YouTube that I didn't know that we were all a part of. Anyway, I have an interesting stream for us today. I just wanted to come on and show my ugly mug for the beginning with some crazy lighting because we got to keep the vibes real here. And this woman freaks me out at the beginning of this video. She comes to us from the very, very deep, dark depths of hell with big buggy eyes, with a message for me. I'm not sure why there's always these messages for me, but we got a message from hell. And so I am going to start reacting because apparently we just, fuck it. We do drama here. And it's called Queen of Spade, Let's Break This Down. But I am Dina. Deana. I called her at the beginning because I'm French and French Italian. And to me that's what that spelt. But apparently it's Dina. Wait. What is this? I happen to like the natural look. Thank you. Did you or did you not prank call? There was no prank call. Harass and threaten the detective on Dina's case from a spoofed number. Well, it's not a spoof number when I use like an app to talk to somebody instead of giving them my real phone number or using my real phone number on the platform, because that would be stupid now, wouldn't it? I could just imagine all of the wonderful calls I would be getting if my phone number was leaked on here, which I'm sure now it will be. You watch. But I did call this apparent detective of her apparent case and told them, because you see, she said I was also going to be charged with Harold. See, this is the part you all seem to be missing, right? Is that I've had a group of people out here since 2019 trying to paint me out as a chomo. Did you know that? Did you know that people have been popping off for several months at me now for apparently accusing people of being chomos, but no one seemed to care when people for 2.5 years have been accusing me of one, calling child services on my home, calling cops and reporting that we're abusing our child sexually. That's some serious accusations to make about parents of a minor, right? And like you're just saying, you're surprised I am on here. Why would I get charged with Harold? Because I did a live stream with him on Real Stream News? They're gonna come and charge me. Guys, they got Chris Hansen's FBI on it. And Chris Hansen's FBI is going to come and haul me off to jail because I did a live stream about Real Stream News with Harold. And that's illegal. Damn it. You're not allowed to speak out about him. So why would I do anything to him on his behalf? I don't give a fuck about Harold. The hell? Think I live stream with somebody and talk to them for a week and then I'm doing things on them for their behalf? What's wrong with you people? Do you not know who I am? I don't take orders from anyone. That's part of the issue here, is that the men in my life that have been streamers in my past have also thought that I take orders from people and that I'm too scared to speak up and tell them when they're doing bad behavior or bad things to people. And then they completely miss the mark because I don't do anything for anyone. No. And if you do something really shitty to someone and I'm around you, I'm probably going to tell you off. And I don't care how many numbers are next to your name. And apparently that's also a problem out here because people really like to like have me around thinking they can boss me around and like tell me to do things for them and then throw out how many numbers are next to their name. Like that's supposed to like mean something to me. Like, oh wow, cool. You have 6 numbers next to your name. You must be like super popular on YouTube. Oh yeah, no, I should totally do everything you tell me to do. And that I don't work like that. I don't get blinded by the clout because I don't care about it and all of that. I don't have anything to do with his RO or her ROs. I don't have anything to do with their court case. I don't have anything to do with anything. Just like I never had anything to do with RSN's court case or RSN's raping Amber Clements. I have nothing to do with Harold doing anything on the internet. I don't harass Dina. I actually had no clue who she was. And she began harassing me and did this really weird video with clobbering time. Because TCaP, if you weren't aware, clobbering time is a part of the To Catch a Predator community, the TCaP community that sucks Chris Hansen's dick, even though he ripped off a bunch of the creators on here. Just throwing that out there. And that's the community that's been trying to paint me out as a predator since 2019. So they jumped on the opportunity with RSN and Dina to come out here and say that I support a predator, which is funny because he wasn't one when they were all hanging out with him. They're all his friend. He was a predator catcher on the platform. There are a lot of people on this platform that wonder if the pictures he had might have just been because he's not the smartest bulb out there and he thought he was catching predators and he could have been really stupid and saved their pictures onto his phone and onto his computer thinking, I'll save these to hand them in. But as you know, as I know, which is why I can never prove the creators out here that like to post CP and lolly all around discords as edgy humor are actually really fucking creepy on this platform, is because you cannot download and save that. Otherwise, that's a crime. So there are some people that actually wonder if that's what Harold did. And if she knew that and used that along with some people in this area of the internet that are very well known for painting people who are not predators out as being predators, people like me, because they've done it to me. So if you want me to say it doesn't happen, you shouldn't have ever tried to do it to people that I knew, even for a week. Just saying, that was stupid of you. That was a dumb move. TCaP. So all of a sudden, because I had done, the people I mention are the people that did all the exaggerated accusations and spread all the lies about me. I have more proof, like I said, that they're creepy because they're the ones that post CP and lolly in discords as edgy humor and stick up for it, not me. They're even the ones that hung out with who is this? No, don't like you. It's creepy. But yeah. You always play the victim. I definitely do not, actually. Instead of playing victim, I will go full on into attack mode to avoid playing victim. I do not like feeling vulnerable, and I often go to anger to avoid it. So you have me very, very wrong. But that's fun. And you aggress on people that have nothing to do with you. I do not ever aggress on anyone. I sit over here in my own fucking corner of the internet where I actually make content that is not even related to any of that kind of stuff. I don't do drama. The only time I talk about predators is when I'm talking about cults and cult leaders being predators to children, like I did today. By the way, you should check out my stream on Warren Jeffs and the FLDS, just saying. Because that's the content I make. See, unlike all you bitches, I actually make real content and don't just come on here streaming to scream at people, which is why you all hate me, isn't it? Because you can't get it together to actually find a hobby or a passion to come on here and talk about. So you all just talk about each other and scream at each other and do drama at each other and go back and forth and try to paint each other out as chomos and maps and all the likes, and then try to get each other charged, try to take each other to court. And that's kind of gross. I think you're the ones that are crazy, not me. Just saying. Hello, Cupid. Nice to see you. Dina tried to tie Queen of Spade in with Harold's alleged charges. What are you talking about? And that was because, by the way, for those that aren't aware, and this is going to be great because I'm sure she's going to deny it at some point in this. Dina had gone into a fight with RSN and accidentally shared their first messages with each other, in which he actually wrote her and tried to get her to attack brown-eyed girl Bridget, along Uni's friend, who we talked about the other day in that drama video as well, by the way. Same girl. Poor Bridget, man. What everyone picking on Bridget for? Leave her alone. She's probably one of the only real ones out here besides me, okay? So I'd fuck off. But literally, he literally tried to get Dina to go after us. He was all like, Harold's dating either her or Queen of Spades, so go yell at them. And yeah, I was around him when she showed up. Bridget wasn't around as much in his chats. He had a big crush on her, and he used to bug her a lot in her chats. You could probably find evidence of that. I'm sure people screenshotted that, probably harassing her with that. I'm sure Dina did go at her at some point. I don't know, because I try not to pay attention to all of the drama. I'm not the one that's stalking here. I'm the stalked. So I don't know everything. But I do know that basically what happened is then they tried to say that I sent CP of my minor child to Harold. Then they actually said they had proof of it in email, which then I was like, what the fuck? And then they said that they were going to send in those emails from his computer to the police and have me charged. It was all very strange, and I'm not really sure what to make of all of it yet. I was never in contact with Dina on Harold's behalf because Harold only talked to her about her to me 2 times at the very end of me being around there, because she had attacked me. So there's all that. Yeah, I know. It's just, let's just answer all the questions, because see, I have nothing to hide. So I don't mind answering all the questions. Just saying. So let's hear what she has to say. So I'm just making this fair. This video is called Queen of Spade. Here's the response you so desperately need. Hashtag Queen of Spade. Hashtag Looney Tunes. Coming from a woman who also claims to...
These will be my small commentaries. Let's get it right. I don't claim to have PTSD. I actually have it.
So do I. But I actually have CPTSD diagnosed. And I've had it since very early childhood. Are we going to get into a gatekeeping argument about who has PTSD the most? Because you can win. Because unlike you, I'm fully medicated and go to therapy. And I've put a lot of my shit behind me. I don't know if you have. I think that you should maybe go to some therapy over Harold if this stuff all happened. You act like you're already over it, but as someone who also has PTSD, I don't think that I would have been able to go through this with PTSD and then just gone on to the next guy like there was nothing and be over it all. Which is why I try to have some understanding with you about your anger issues and stuff. Because if anyone can get your anger issues, it would be me. Hi. If anyone has those, it's me. Like I said at the beginning of this, I often go to anger to hide vulnerability because I don't like being a victim of anything. I was victimized so much in my early life that even the word victim pisses me off. I don't call myself one. I use the word survivor instead because I grew up in a time where they were always like, labeling yourself, don't do it badly, blah, blah, blah. Get some sleep. Yes, go do that, please. Thank you for stopping by. I'm only going to be on this thing for about another half an hour or so, and then I'm finishing it up tomorrow because I have things to do with my husband. I don't have time for all this all night. But it's I just try to... Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's put that up just to make it known. All right. Thank you. I can't see her comments. I don't know where she went. I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to go and figure that out. I don't know what happened, Nicole. I'm very sorry. I'll figure it out. But I try not to judge you poorly. And that's why I try to be so calm when I talk to you about it. Because I know what it's like to be in this state, to be triggered, to have a bunch of people attacking you over an abuse. Because even if this didn't happen, maybe to her it did happen the way it happened. I don't fucking know, okay? But if it did happen, holy hell, right? So it makes sense that she would be triggered and she would be upset and she would have some trouble with her emotions and piecing it all together and all of that. So I try not to judge. I just don't get the same in return, do I? Goes to anger, to not feel vulnerable. I think we've seen. So you would think that there would be some understanding. Just saying. Can we just remember I had no clue who this woman was, and I did a live stream with her ex, and then some streamer who wishes he was my ex hooked up with her to attack me and her ex, and her entire channel was dedicated to he and I before it was dedicated to Nicole. And we went through 3 months of RSN and her dedicating themselves to just Harold and myself pretty much. I don't understand how things keep playing out in front of everyone publicly. This is there's people that even try to come and tell me that Suit never did a 12-hour video on me, okay? And I'm like, yes, it existed. It's there. I have screenshots of it. Do I have to put it up again? You don't remember? You were in the chats for the whole thing, but okay. I don't know why I have to keep on saying things that happen publicly that I know that a bunch of you all watched, and the very same people that sat there and watched it publicly now turn around and say it didn't happen. That's weird. Get some help for all that.
Well, that's extremely interesting because number one, I didn't hook up with anybody. Definitely didn't hook up with anybody to attack you.
Okay, sorry. If you took hookup as hookup, that's not what I meant. I meant hooked up as in went and found him, right? That's what the story is, that you went and found he and Cupid's stunt to talk out about Harold. That's my understanding of it. Is that you found him. He's very adamant that he didn't come to you to attack me and Harold. That it was you that came to him to attack me and Harold. So, I don't know, maybe take that one up with him.
You did know who I was because you were a fixture on Harold's channel. Have the screenshots, have the screen recordings. Never was sent to come after you. Not involved in any of that drama you have with RSN.
But you are. Because you seem to have no problem talking about it when it serves you and when you want to use it to make me look bad, right? Like everyone else.
Didn't make a channel dedicated to you. Definitely didn't have one dedicated to her.
The beginning of your channel that you are in right now, from when I found out you existed, was all me and Harold. That's all it was. And then you took those videos down, and then you went after other people, and then you took those videos down, and then you started on Nicole. You've taken all your videos down a few times now and restarted because you attack people. And you and RSN thought me and Harold were dating, right? And went around telling everyone that we were dating. We have like love memes of us together. It's creepy. It's creepy when you're not dating someone, never even flirted with anyone. He called everyone mama, by the way. People have like screenshotted him calling me mama as apparently a term of endearment. No, he called every woman that. It's, you know? So, no, that doesn't mean anything. And you guys literally were so mad that we were together, apparently. It honestly, at the beginning, looked just like a big jealous display because I did not know about the abuse. Because I wasn't actually a permanent fixture on his channel. If you didn't notice, Dina, the only time I was ever on his channel is when he was talking about RSN. I was not, if he ever talked about you, I wasn't there. I've already told you like 500 times that you showed up. All right. I don't watch RSN. I'm sorry. I don't. You should know I don't. Right? You should know I don't. I don't like frogs. I don't like frogs because they remind me of Ski Mask Andy, okay? Get out of here with that shit. But yeah, no, I just that's what happened. I'm getting really tired of having to explain this. But at the end, when you hooked up with RSN to start streaming about me, and I was all like, who the fuck is this crazy lady that's coming after me with CJ now? He was like, yeah, that's just my crazy ex. And that's all it was chalked up to. I didn't have to ask any questions or nothing. So let's get into this because, again, no clue who he was until he started streaming about RSN. Was only there for like, what, a week or two that went on for? About 3 weeks, maybe tops. Only to talk about RSN. Only to talk about RSN. Which is why Clobbering Time and TCaP got so mad. See, they simp for him. And whatever. I didn't care about you, though. I was just kind of like, why is this lady attacking me with RSN? That's so weird. Why are they saying we're dating? That's so strange. This is all very creepy. What a weird, jealous display of your ex and some dude that wishes he was my ex just flipping out on the internet because we did a stream together. This is all very strange. She needs to stop. That was it. And then me wondering why you were attacking me all over the internet. And then me wondering why you were making chomo accusations about me when I have a minor child in my care, who's my daughter. You claiming that I victimized my own daughter with your ex for clout, Dina. That's what you and RSN did. And that's pretty disgusting. And then I'm supposed to care because I talk about the time that he got someone under the age of 21 drunk in a motel room that she had no access to leave from, and then fucking bugged the hell out of her to have sex with him, wanked it in the bathroom, and then still came back and raped her. Okay, no. I'm not going to feel bad about that when these people literally have been sitting here trying to paint me out as someone who victimizes my own daughter with chomos because what? I won't give them access to my daughter? It's very strange.
Let's hear some more.
The reason why I spoke to you is because I was trying to reach you, woman to woman, survivor to survivor. Yes, because that was the other thing, is that I was actually worried about you being around RSN in that community. Because let's remember, my elevator shit, by the way, happened before I ever met him. Let's remember, everybody believed me about the elevator until I didn't want to be friends with them anymore or bang them, as in the case with RSN and apparently sued. I don't know. Let's remember that. That shit happened the day before Halloween 2019. I didn't even meet RSN until like December. So all of that happened before. When I met Sue, again, that had happened before. He was fine with it. He knew I was charging a dude. I was actually congratulated by these people for going to the police instead of going to a YouTuber. And it was fine to use me as an example here and there of someone that went to the cops instead of blasting it all over YouTube until they wanted to get mad at me and then turn around and blast it all over YouTube. So I was actually worried about you because I knew that the second that you pissed off RSN and Marie and them, that he would be innocent and he would be used as a weapon against you. And I didn't want that. I'm actually one of the only people out here that has probably been actually genuinely worried about you in that way. I bet you not one other person that you are around right now had ever even thought about that with you and gave a fuck and walked you right into the wolf's mouth like they did with me. I was worried about that because, like I said, I don't know Harold. I can't speak on his case. I can only say what I think, what I've been through with these people, how it affects my thoughts and opinions on it, and then see the evidence. And then, like I've said over and over again, it was actually Bridget, the girl that you wanted to attack along with me over Harold, and Stewie that told me to get the fuck away from him. Because they came out and were like, yeah, no, this dude's like really mean and does like some really gross things. Like we saw it. We saw the video of the abuse that he did abuse a girl. Yes. And I was like, yep, no, then I'm out. That's all I had to hear. Yep, no, I'm out. I'm going. We all left at like the same time. But you don't have 500 Bridget videos, and you don't have 500 Stewie videos, and I don't recommend it. But I'm just saying, like, what the hell? What the hell? Angry bitch to angry bitch.
Now, I know I've said this multiple times on my live streams or channel. If you want to reach out to me, I'm extremely accessible. There's this thing called an about page on your YouTube channel. I'm sure you're aware of it. Has my email, has my Facebook.
I don't tend to reach out to people privately, especially that have already fake screenshots of me for videos, that have already slandered and lied about me, and that are trying to claim that I victimized my own child with a predator. I never wanted anything to do with you, right? And I've often said it's really funny to me because when I did leave that area, I let Harold know I was leaving and why. I was like, bro, I gotta go. There's too many accusations out against you. People have seen fucking proof. Like, I can't do it. Nope. Can't be around this shit again. I refuse to be around whether they're fucking true or they're false. I can't do this shit again. I gotta go. Already been on that rodeo out on YouTube. No, I'm out. I was the one that was fucking pretty much getting canceled with RSN when he was getting fucking put on Hanson. All right, I was the one that. Why do you think I get attacked so much? Why do you think I'm such an easy target? That's why. I was the dumb bitch that said he was innocent. Does none of this seem weird to you at all, Dina? But I'm not going to reach out to you in an email. All right. You were doing videos to me. You did videos to me first before I ever did videos to you. You and RSN had several. You and a Clobbering Time had one on me. I haven't even responded to that fully yet, right? So you were trying to reach out to me the whole time publicly. Why? How come you never emailed me? I'm probably more accessible than you are because I definitely had more subs than you when you first popped off here with like 3 of them. How come you never emailed me when you first came on here? It's not like you ever emailed me to ask me what happened between me and RSN and why we don't talk anymore and why he wants you to attack me all over the internet for Harold when I hardly know the dude. I can say the same thing to you. But I think you saw what I was going through, and in a weird way, you thought it looked real fun. And you were hoping people would do it to you. That's where I've come to the conclusion of. I don't know.
My Twitter, my Instagram.
Well, you're going to have to take that up with your friends because they're the ones that got me banned on Twitter. So that's why I can't reach you on there.
My Patreon. Anyways, it's there.
I'm not going to pay you to talk to you. You're the one that tried to reach out to me. Thank you.
Reachable. If you want to reach out to someone, you don't make community tabs and you don't make a video.
Well, you're one to talk because you reached out to me by doing a live stream with a dude who was already stalking and harassing me and my family for a long time after I have made it very clear I want nothing to do with him. I'd already made it very clear I want nothing to do with him. Everyone guilted me into coming back for a week and told me I was wrong. Okay. And then I was like, no, I don't want anything. Fuck these people, and left again. All right. And then it's like 2 years later and I'm still dealing with the shit. Just wrap your head around that. And we never even dated. Oh, yeah. If you think Harold's creepy, girl, with stalking, try having a dude that you never met stalk you. I have like 4 of them right now, and they're all friends, and they all egg each other on and have fun with it. It's very creepy. So, like, what do you mean? Again, you could have reached out to me. You never reached out to me. I don't understand this woman and her way of thinking. Like, your first reach out to me was literally a live stream with a dude that was stalking me. to accuse me of victimizing my own child. All right? My first video to you was me trying to reach out to you and explain to you that you should be very worried about the people that you were going to, because they fucked me over like they've now fucked you over too. And don't worry, they'll keep fucking you over. You're dumb, and you actually did go and become friends with like Heartbeats, Vanity, and all those little hoes that I refuse to have anything to do with this whole time and never will. But you're actually become friends with all of them, so now you really will be on a loop with all this shit and all this drama for the rest of your life. So I mean, good luck to you. But yeah, like, what do you mean? That was no way to reach out to someone. But what am I talking about? I'm on YouTube, where if a woman is in around a man that's apparently dangerous, instead of people coming and talking to her like she's a human being, they just attack her and blast her all over the internet, because that should save her from him and definitely let her know that she should stay away. Yeah, no, you guys are all real great at that, aren't you? Yeah, saving women all the time from these creeps. Good job, YouTubers. Good job.
You literally reach out to them. Let's hear some more.
To say, calm it down, take a step back, look at the people you're surrounding yourself with.
I can't help but laugh at this one. Calm it down. Look at the people I'm surrounding myself with. Ani, Cammy, Reyna. Stop being such bad influences on me.
I'm just gonna let that one speak for itself, y'all. Girl, do you not know who Reyna is? Reyna is one of the psychos who, along with Life of a Free Spirit, Callie, and Repzilla, got off on attacking Leafy Greens and having her like horrified of coming back onto this platform ever again. There's a whole Primink video out on it. You should go watch it. It's really great. RSN stupidly promotes it sometimes. Whenever he was beefing fucking Repzilla, not realizing that he was also giving hints as to why you should never be around his friends. It was a great time. I used to love it. I'd be like, yes, I love Primate. You fucking moron. Hint. But yeah, Annie, Reyna, Heartbeats, Vanity. Exactly. Those are your friends. You're friends with people in this bottom area of YouTube that will actually like egg you on. My friends get so mad at me when I do these streams. My mods are like, stop this. Just ignore them. That's the difference. Is that my friends actually do come to me and they're like, are you okay? You need to like vent to me in private. You should probably just calm down. Whereas your friends go to you and say, here's screenshots, go attack this person, look at this person in a chat. You know, if a bitch ever sends me a screenshot of what someone's saying about me in a chat, we ain't friends no more. That's how I'm not friends with a lot of the people that you are probably surrounding yourself with right now. Because they'd add me to like a secret Discord to talk about someone, and I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit about? Nah, shut this shit right down. I'm not here for this. Add me to an Instagram chat, and then I go in there and they're all talking shit about another creator, and I get mad. I don't play those games. If I have something to say, I say it. And very publicly now, because as I've seen private conversations, things disappear from them. Things get added into them. It's very strange.
Here's my card, okay? 1026.
I'm not the one that's questioning you on anything, and you don't have to prove anything to me.
All right, once again, she's not questioning me, but here she is questioning me and telling me how she's concerned. You'll hear it as it keeps going.
Never question you. Only thing I've questioned you on, which Cupid Stunt brings up in a video, is why you would go to a man that harasses and stalks women, raped one, and has 3 restraining orders out on him from 3 exes.
Okay.
Like I said, a lot of me in doing these drama videos is just me sitting here and reiterating the same fucking thing over and over again to these people, because apparently they have very thick skulls, you see. It's all this brain power that they apparently have. So you gotta like drill it right through there, right into their heads. Otherwise, they just don't get it. Same thing. See, the thing is, the truth doesn't change. Your narratives do, but the truth doesn't.
Okay, so let's do a little story time because she wants to bring up Cupid's stunt.
I guess that triggered her. I'm very sorry. But he did mention that in a video because it happened on his channel in the comment section. And that was the first time that we had actually gone back and forth. And it was after you had already gone on live streams with RSN and claimed that I sent pictures of my child in promiscuous dress and whatnot to Harold, and claimed that some of the pictures that you found were apparently of my child. And this is not the first time that the RSN community has claimed that there's been CP and that it's been apparently connected to my child. Maybe if you don't want me to say shit about you being a predator, you should stop trying to paint me out as one falsely, huh? Because let's look at the facts here. I'd have no reason to send Harold a picture of my kid. We weren't even flirting. We were barely talking. What did I send him a picture of my kid for? CJ never got pictures of my kid. Why would Harold get pictures of my kid? It's very strange. Very strange. So how do you just say that about somebody? Because that's the funny thing about all of this, is that you guys make up me sending pictures, but then you, again, have no problem with people actually sending CP around in Discords as edgy humor, or, you know, so posting up lolly and whatnot. So I'm just saying, that's all very weird.
So I'm going to school you in my connection to Cupid's stunt via email thread between him and I that starts back in May of 2021.
May of 2021, when I had no clue who Harold was. So again, all of this drama goes back to this woman and Cupid's stunt, like before I even knew who Harold was. Before I'd ever even come across G Mango's streams, which was after I knew who Harold was. I never actually stalked CJ, still don't. So I never followed him around in live streams that he hangs out in, or if he did panels other places, I probably wasn't there. Even when I was around him. So the whole time I was over there, I didn't meet anyone in the boy unless they were in his chats. And the only time we really spoke was either in the chats or in his Discord. I didn't go around to other chats and like talk to people. I was never around Cupid's stunt at that time. I was barely even around Nicole at that time. I don't even know if I was or not. So yeah. That's my my history with the boy for you.
When he was Team Dina to begin with, before I said something he didn't like and decided to dislike me. He has some choice things to say about you, Queen, and the other Queen.
But see, that's the thing, is that I don't do this whole, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know why I would care about that. But that to me just goes to show how much of a trouble starter you are. See, I hate drama, and I hate fucking like people starting problems and whatnot. I like to solve. I'm a problem solver and a truth seeker. And so because of those things, I have a very big issue with what I just saw. I hate bitches like you who try to use opportunities to get other people fighting all the time. Feel like you probably get off on that, and then you're hoping that showing these messages is going to start a fight between Cupid Stunt and myself, or start a fight between he and Nicole. And to me, that's all just drama hoe shit, like I call it, and have since 2019. Y'all are a bunch of drama hoes. I don't care. I knew that he and I have not gotten along in the past because he simps for CJ sometimes. We all know how I feel about that.
From Cupid Stunt, April 1st, 2021. Hey Dina, Holly and Dead's doing something with your audio, she says. That means everyone in her community knowing about it. She said to tell you she's behind you 100%. She went through an abusive marriage apparently, and I have had YouTube warning which could turn into a strike, and one of those videos might be removed. So I warned her about that. She needs to tread lightly. Look forward to hearing you in RSN. You guys do that very well last time.
All right. So this would have then been right around the end of that. Okay. So then it wasn't that long before. So then why are you acting like you and him dealt with each other for like a year before you ever even planned on going on RSN if the first email he wrote you was about Holly Undead? Who, you want me to start on that fucking one? Because I'll start on Holly Undead too. We can get into whole conversations about that bitch. Abusive marriage, my ass. Yeah, okay, Holly. Abusive marriage, that's why, yeah, you help RSN contact the abusers of women that won't fuck him to have them on streams. He'll even try to contact my ex, but he ended up being dead. That's how you found out, right? Weird. Seems like a weird thing to do. Also, helping people deny somebody's childhood abuse seems really weird, or any abuse seems really weird if you're a survivor, which is why I say I have trouble doing that with Dina. Even if I have some weird feelings about some of the stuff, like I said at the beginning of this, some people do wonder if that's why Harold had those pictures. I don't know. Could be, could not be. Or he could be a fucking chomo. I don't know the guy, and don't care to ever get to know the guy enough to ever know. So, there's that. He was just a troll dude on the internet that was trolling RSN with me for like a few weeks. Because RSN was attacking my family again and putting fake donos of my husband all over his screen and emailing me asking me to go on fucking live streams with him. And I had enough. And then his video popped up going at him, and I was like, oh, look, it's somebody else that he pissed off. That should be fun, because hell, he's allowed to do it to me. There's allowed to be whole groups of people hating on me on his behalf. But then I can't talk to one person who also dislikes him on a live stream without chomo accusations and threats of going to jail. It's very interesting. And crazy exes attacking me. But damn it, why wasn't this before all that? See, I don't know what fucking timeline this is. I'm not paying attention to dates, okay? These people can tell you the dates that, like, I stopped talking to people and left communities. I don't write them down. Sorry. They're not on a calendar somewhere. The professor probably did have a calendar. He OD'd 8 years after we were broken up. That's how. One of the very big reasons why we broke up is because I got sober and he did not. So apparently it's my fault, according to my trolls.
Because he had videos about me. Team Dina videos. I said, thanks. I'm sure he's giving the strikes. We held off doing anything, RSN and I, because of court on Monday. He was finally served 2 days ago. You can pass my email to her if you like. Meaning Harold striking him. Because that's what was happening, right? So this is when he was...
So this isn't your first time that you talked to him, because he already had Team Dina videos. I'm so fucking confused. Does she even know the timeline?
Still Team Dina. Then on April 2nd, 2021, hey Dina, thought your stream with RSN was very good again. Can't be easy listening to those recordings of all that horrible stuff being brought back up. Some good news. I had a comment from Brown Eyed Girl who heard the audio files now and said she wants nothing more to do with Harold. Hopefully his other followers will wake up as well. She was his main support on here. That's big. I wouldn't worry.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. She was, not me. So my whole thing this whole time is, why did it all become me? Because she also hates RSN. She also streamed with Harold about how much RSN sucks on several occasions. She used to stream with Pennywise. She was best friends with Jen, who was his girlfriend, and all this shit. Like, I am totally not connected to this dude in comparison to her. But the stream that you guys did that day, I was mentioned in it. It wasn't only about Harold. It was also all about me. And that's strange. If this was only about Harold and his charges, why was I mentioned? Again, stop with the jealousy public displays. They're embarrassing. Apparently only for me, though.
About people like Queen of Spade. She's not mentally right in the head anyways. I hope
he actually didn't say she's not mentally. You need to learn how to read. He said she's not right in the head anyway. Which, if you think that's mean, you should hear what other people say about me on here.
Harold gets the proper jail time sentence this time around, etc., etc.
Okay, so once again, Bridget would have written a comment to him and been all like, yeah, no, I'm out, blah, 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 blah. Right after that, she or Stewie, I don't know which one did it first. Okay, like I said, I'm not the stalker here. I'm not sitting here writing down when people's streams are and taking screenshots of who's in comments. That's these people, not me. I never ever take screenshots of live chat comments. I'm not a psycho like all of you. Okay, I've never even sat there and watched like an RSN live stream and sat there like screenshotting all the things that people said about me. You people that do that are so weird. I don't know why I'm the weird one when you all act like that, but anyway. Then she would have done a stream shortly right after that where she was all like, yeah, no, I saw some shit and fucking fuck that guy. And I would have been there. I showed up for it. And then I was like, holy hell, I didn't know all of that because I don't watch RSN. Thank you for, I guess, watching him and then being able to let me know because we all know I don't.
You can go back and look at it. He tells me Holly's streaming, and I said, okay, awesome. Thank you. And where, by the way, do you hear me talk about Bridget or say she's his girlfriend? Not once, ever, and never have you. I said I was asleep, and I caught it this morning. I didn't see anybody leaving his channel, though. Seems still to have a lot of subscribers, right? Because I was new to YouTube. I didn't know how that worked. Cupid says, his number of subs is irrelevant, surely. I'm subbed to him just so I can see when he uploads rubbish. Who's commenting on his vids? Cool Nicole and Rachella? Sorry, I'm just saying this to be a bitch, but both these ladies seem genuinely mentally ill. I was drinking all day with a friend, so please forgive my crap. Do you see Brown Eyed Girl in his videos? Not anyone of quality is supporting him anymore. He says to please refer to the emails below, which show Rachella still supporting Harold after the audio was out, and the only other one still supporting Harold after the audio and pictures and video and everything came out is Nicole.
Not me. I'm not Nicole, and I'm not Raychella, so again, I thought this was supposed to be about me.
Right? But kind of what I've said all along. I told him I was asleep. I didn't say it. He tells me that she's streaming now about Harold, amongst other things. Don't think I ever saw that stream. I don't remember. Then he forwards my emails to Holly, saying that here are some comments. And he says, in his idiotic opinion, he wouldn't get into it with Nicole. She's mentally retarded, surely, and you're better than that, Dina.
I'm pretty sure he still says similar. He's in the UK, I believe, where honestly, it's the term mental retardation used to be the actual medical term for that, by the way. So all this SJW bullshit about the R word and all this, I just don't want to hear it. I'm not in the mood today, people, okay? That's not what this is about. But she does have an intellectual disability. And he's saying here, aren't you better than someone than to go at people that have disabilities just to fight about Harold? And then you were basically like, no, I'm not better than that. Hold my beer. Watch me go.
Aren't you? This is back in May. And I said,
he tried to help you back then, not do it. But, Jesus Christ, Cupid, where were you? I could have used you, when Suit was like, I'm going to go attack Bells of Nevermore for suicide and RSN. And, I could have been like, can you please, mentally handicapped woman, can you help reel them in with me? You could have saved all my drama. Damn it. This is all your fault now. I am joking. He's from the UK. He'll get it, I hope. The rest of them don't.
I am better than that, but I'll defend myself to the death on being called a liar for what happened to me. And see his response above? He says, fair enough. I said, it's not really about discrediting him at this point and saying and doing things that will thoroughly piss him off before he gets arrested and goes to jail. For the first time in my life, I've actually been able to get out my own jabs and doing something to get under his skin. He then goes on to say he'd love to see the video of Harold.
But that's weird. I don't know. Maybe I just don't do the whole revenge thing, so I don't get it. Anyway.
Sucking on a dildo at the same time. He's already finished. Don't feel like you have to respond to this rubbish. No one believes the crap. Not even his best mate, Pennywise. Best thing for you to do would be to ignore it for now. At this point, as I told him, he's kicking a turd. He's basically going off about Harold, right? And he says it's just his idiotic opinion anyways. And Nicole is mentally retarded.
We already showed that one. You had to do it again, or are you hoping that everyone gets really upset over him using the R word? Like I said, if a word offends you and you're watching this video, remember that I'm supposed to be the spurg here, not you. Just saying. All right, let's continue on, shall we?
Again.
Someone who has been stalking and harassing me for 2 years. And then help that person attack me when I didn't have anything to do with you and Harold. So then she shows a video, because I do remember there was something where Harold was like, she says that I did assault her, but I didn't go to trial for it. This is a comment that I left him that says, I know, because I actually tried to explain to him that the fact that he didn't get charged for it doesn't make him innocent. I also reminded him that RSN didn't get charged for rape. I said, that's not the argument, and I can't get on board with you for that. Right? You know what I mean? So I would like to know how this is bad, because he's tried to say he was innocent because it didn't go through trial. And I was like, yeah, doesn't mean nothing. I'm sorry, but a lot of abusers get off. Also told him several times, and arson didn't get charged with rape. And you bring that up. So, again, not the argument to use. And he went on about how he had other things to use. And I'm like, okay, you said you had other things. So why are we just talking about that? But people, instead of knowing me and how I speak, when they try to, dissect me as a person, they like to just assume how I am and assume what I mean. Or they'll actually just say I mean it in the worst way ever, because the whole point is to actually just demonize me so that everyone hates on me instead of RSN, because apparently if you hate on me, then he gets off or something. I don't really fucking know.
But you guys like got jealous or something. I don't know what's happening.
I hope you can see that. Okay? So I just pulled over so that I could address this.
I don't know what she's addressing, because I did a video to her asking her to stop on Nicole. It's caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. It's been going on for several months.
I know I'm really dumb for caring about people. I know. You can go and write me down in the comments, be like, Queen, why do you keep caring about how things affect people that you don't even know on the internet? And I'll be like, I don't know, because I am a complete fucking moron and I never learn.
Blown out of proportion. And the people that she is surrounded by are people that love to start drama.
Literally getting a headache from this. Asked me to stop with Nicole. It was unnecessary. She's disabled, this, that, whatever. I'll touch on this like in a nutshell because you're going to bring it up several times. Again, do your homework. I've not been coming for Nicole. In case you don't know or don't remember, I left YouTube the day after Thanksgiving, didn't return to the beginning of January. From July of 2021 all the way till March.
No, I don't. Because again, I'm not the one stalking. You're the one stalking me. Right? See, people keep thinking that I'm stalking them back. I don't stalk any of these people back. They stalk me. Why would I know that you took off of the platform? All I knew is that you finally left me alone for a little while. And I wasn't being attacked by you for a little bit, but there were several fake accounts that were saying a lot of things that it sounded like you would say, Dina. So did you leave the platform though? Because if it wasn't you, guess who it was? Probably your friend Reyna or one of her little friends around there, or Annie, because they really love to make fake accounts pretending to be other people so that they can go around starting shit. And you probably already have fake accounts as you. I did when I was still around there.
22nd of 2022, Nicole live streamed about me every single night. Not an exaggeration. Every night I was in her title, and every...
Because you were streaming about her because she had a crush on Harold. And you have spent, since you've been on here, attacking any woman that you think had a crush on Harold. Let's be honest. That's what you've done with your time on here. Or attacked anyone that you thought didn't believe your story. That's literally all you have done out here. That's been your content. That or talking about the case with Harold. Or all of the above together. You know? I remember that part though. And what you don't seem to understand is the point that people make, right? Is that you sit out here. Now, I sit out here and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking crazy, dude. I'm in recovery from like 3 cults in a row, abusive fucking relationships. Like, I am messed up in the head, okay? I make a lot of mistakes. I'm a crazy human being. I'm not an influencer. I do not want to influence anyone. In fact, most of my videos on here are making fun of influencers. People with a brain would realize that. And so, like, I don't pretend to be out here as someone who you should ever look up to, take advice from, or any of the sort. I do tell you to maybe, not fall for things like manipulation tactics, groupthink, and all that. But I always tell you, do your own fucking research on that stuff. And I always say, don't just listen to me. Go figure it out for yourself too, if you have to. But you actually do sit on this platform and you say, I've come out here to be an advocate on behalf of women who have been abused and who might have mental health issues because of it, and blah, 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 blah. And then you actually made your platform about abuse and attacking people that you thought had a crush on Harold. What you don't understand is that Nicole kind of has a crush on every guy. Like, she literally just kind of obsesses over a dude for a few weeks, and then she'll move on to another one for a few weeks, and then another one is just kind of like part of who she is, what she does, whatever. When her and I were friends for a little while too, she had a crush on RSN too at like the same time. Then I didn't go fucking screaming and yelling, and that's insane, okay? That's a little bit nuts. So there's that. And you're sitting out here trying to act like you are recovered. You are above and beyond any mental health issues that come from abuse, right? You even go as far as to be all like, I have PTSD too, just like you, Queen, except I handle mine so much better than you handle yours, right? So then how come you cannot just walk away from Nicole? You know she's not going to walk away. It's kind of like why I ignore like Heartbeat's Vanity, because I'll bring her up sometimes, but is there a point in me going back and forth with that girl? No, she'll never go away. She's crazy psycho jealous. There's just no point. So I just try to leave it alone. Same with Witchy Things. She did a bunch of videos on me. I ignore it. And I bring her up every once in a while, but is there a point in going back and forth? Because sometimes, it's too deep for these bitches, okay? And they won't stop. Whereas for me, I'm just kind of like, what's your problem? Move on with your life. I don't even know you. You could have stopped and walked away, but you wouldn't. That's the point, okay? How do you not understand that? That's what they're trying to say. All right? That's what people mean, is that you claim to be the bigger person, so show us that you're the bigger person then. All right, I say the same thing to my haters. They're always like, we are the most perfect YouTubers in the world. And I'm like, really? Because you don't seem to be over here. I mean, the greatest YouTubers I see don't spend all day long stalking people with mental health issues and trying to upset them so that they have content. But I don't know, maybe that's just the people I watch. You gotta get some new people to watch, guys. You really do. That's not how people behave on here. It's very strange. This area of the internet, this toxic, disgusting area of the internet, no other area of the internet is like this. You really got to clean it up.
Night she live streamed about me. Not only did she live stream about me, she talked about my daughter. She called her stupid white trash. She called me stupid white trash. To
be fair, you and Christian called her the N-word several times, and then you went on a big rant about how it's okay for him to use the N-word because he had gone to jail before. Why do all the people that hate me have connections to predators and people that have been in and out of jail? Please send some help. The rest of us don't go in and out of jail or hang out with criminals. And I grew up in a city surrounded by most of the penitentiaries in Ontario, okay? Go look it up. I grew up in Kingston, Ontario. The nickname for it is actually Penn City. It had Kingston Penitentiary where Paul Bernardo was in there for years. That's where they put Paul Bernardo. Okay? The Ken and Barbie killers? Yeah, that's where he was. He was in my hometown that I grew up in. So, and I haven't even been in jail. Fix that shit. All right? There's something wrong with the people you all hang out with. Like I said, not me, you all. All right, if you're looking around and all the people around you are criminals and chomos, you probably should get more friends. Just saying.
Said she should run away from home. I can't afford to take care of her. She talked about my boyfriend. You name it. She did it every single night. So
and so has every single person that you've hung with done that to me. So, like, what do you want? They've even made up that my husband touches my kids and then called CAS and cops with it. Again, oh, boo-hoo, cry about it, go move on. Again, why do I always have to care about what these people are going through? But they can just slough off what I'm going through and talk about how I handle it so poorly.
Person continuing the hate and dragging it on.
If you can't handle Nicole talking about you every single day nonstop, try having like 20 people talking about you every day nonstop, and then another 50 accounts that are probably also them fake every day nonstop, and like 5 streamers that are obsessed with you. That's fun. Go do that, and then come and tell me if you make community tabs.
To the point of ridiculousness was her. And when my kids started getting drug into it, I had had enough. She even did an 11-hour live stream on me. Okay? With other people saying some of the most horrible and disgusting things ever, which is also on my channel, and you can go do your homework. I didn't.
Okay, Dina, hi. I'd suit yourself, do a 12-hour video about me. The next day, he did a 6-hour video. The day after that, he did a 5-hour video. Then he did a 9-hour video. Then he did another 8-hour video. Then he did a 14-hour video, probably. I don't fucking know, but it was every single day for about 6 months. Because I just didn't agree with the way that he and CJ were attacking someone. And then I didn't want to fuck CJ anymore. And it was apparently very, very bad of me. I was a very bad person for all of that. I had Heartbeats Vanity up there several times talking about how I had stalked her. I had barely a clue who this bitch was. I used to like send RSN fucking messages that she would write about me and be like, who is this girl? Why does she like hate me so much? Like, what's wrong with her? Like, who is she? And he'd be like, that's just HPV. Just like tell her to go sleep in a doghouse and get over it and then just move on. So like, I don't really care. Like, boo-hoo. Oh no. You had like what, 4 people in the chat maybe? Oh no. How about you have a streamer with 40K make fun of you? All right. And claim that you banged some guy that's stalking you. All right. And then you can come talk to me about how much this sucks. A 12-hour stream. I've had 12-hour streams. I don't even think this bitch has even had 12-hour streams. I don't even think that Nicole could stream for 12 hours straight. Okay. But if she did, it wouldn't have all been about this thing. And it's not like they would have been going through your life or using fake screenshots of you to try to paint you out as a pedo, by the way. So I don't want to hear it. There's nothing that Nicole in her chat would have ever done to you that's even remotely close to what RSN and anyone in his community or any of his friends or anything has ever done to me. So I am the wrong bitch to be doing this with, Dina. I will beat you at this game every single time. If you want to sit out here and play who is the worst YouTuber victim and who has been attacked by people on this platform about their abuse more, I will beat you every single fucking time thanks to the people that you hang around. So if you have a problem with people treating you like this, again, look around you. Look around you, because it's all the people you're around right now that have been treating me like you apparently don't like to be treated for 2.5 years, girl. And like I said, just wait, just wait. Just wait. These people turn on people like that. Like that. Hell. These fucking people will literally pretend to be your best friend for fucking months just to get information on you. That's all any of them are doing. None of these people. You think Annie's your friend? That girl can't be a friend to anyone. None of these bitches are actual friends. Do you know what they are? They're little information getters. And then they go run off to Real Stream News. Here's some information on a creator that I got for you so that we have some drama content. Can you please give me a cookie? I'll send you pictures. I promise. Send me pictures again, please. And then he goes, thank you. Good job. Good girl. Thank you. And then if you don't do that for him, then you get canceled for fucking 3 years, apparently, by him and everyone he knows and every fucking bitch who dates guys that you stream with, apparently.
Go to another jurisdiction to get an order? Because you said, and you'll say later in this video, you don't know who I have a 10-year restraining order against. I have a 10-year restraining order against Nicole.
There are 3 people that have 5+ year restraining orders against Real Stream News. And one of them is a woman that was his ex who he threatened with a knife and wouldn't leave the house of. So you might want to get away from the people you are around. Because Reyna especially pines for his attention and pretends like she doesn't want it. It's very weird.
What do you think I took her to court for? So
because all of you literally like get egged on to take each other to court. Why? Jesus fucking Christ. Why do you think Harvard Chickie and RSN went to court? Going to court is like so much fun. It's like so much fun to like do lawsuits on each other. I love it. Can we get ROs just out on everyone on the internet? I make fun of it all the time and then they claim I'm threatening them with it. It's great fun. I love my life on here.
I didn't get denied in my jurisdiction because I didn't have a case.
Again, I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit because I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck. I keep telling you. That's why I keep saying to you, I do not care. I do not care about your fucking court cases. I really don't. I just want you to stop going around and attacking everyone on the internet, especially me or people that I'm around, and fuck off. That's it. I've been over a year with this bitch just going. All right. I've been so nice to you. Can you not just... Come on, Dina.
Out myself. I don't need a bunch of spies. I don't need anyone sticking up for me. You'll never find one of my mods in any of these people's chats, including your own, when you talk smack on me. You will never find somebody come and attack you for it. Because I surround myself with people that do not act that way. I'm the worst one. I make that joke all the time. I'm the worst one. So...
that's not a got you moment. I said it all the time. That was... Sure, girl, you got me real good there. Good job.
I tried to reach out to you to be like, don't do it. You've taken it way too far.
Actually, I did personally reach out to you under one of your first videos about me screaming at me. And you just like lost your shit and then started writing community posts about me, actually, which is how you and I got into a community post battle to begin with. If you don't remember, of course you don't. I'm always the bad guy. I start everything all the time. And I'm always the bad guy. Whatever you have to believe to demonize me more. Whatever. I don't care.
Like, I got a bunch of these RSN bitches trying to get me to take them to court. You think I've taken them to court? So...
Okay, so then why do you think I care about Nicole and like your court case with her enough that like you take this shit out on me or say I have something to do with it, why do I care about how you and Cupid Stunt started talking to each other? Why do I care? You have more to do with RSN than all the people that have done all this shit to me than I do with anyone that's done anything to you, girl. I'm just saying.
This is what I mean. This is something that these women do. They get off on it.
Yep. And I get off on my husband. That's right. Actually married 9 years. Bitch, you divorced. Haha, trumped you. We almost divorced, but it didn't happen. Because I'm better than you, apparently. I don't know. Apparently we're gatekeeping shit out here today. You know? Just saying. And I don't know, do you? I would have trouble because he's robbed some banks. You seem to have a thing for criminals. You know, it's wonderful. But yeah. I think those girls just get off on that and then pictures of Tic Tac Dick.
They love the drama and the arguments and the attacks on people. They love dogpiling. They love bullying. They love this shit. Especially if they can use somebody with mental health issues who's very vulnerable to go at each other. And with you,
At the beginning of this bitch did tell me that she was diagnosed as PTSD, right? I'm not that insane, right? I didn't imagine that. Bitch, what the fuck do you think that is? That's a mental health disorder, Dina. Maybe go get some fucking help for it so that you'll stop going around terrorizing everyone all over the fucking internet. Jesus Christ, all of you bitches, go to therapy and get on meds. I know you're always in my section like, have you taken your meds today? Go get on some. Because, yeah, I take my damn meds every day, but that doesn't help your fucking sanity, does it? Me taking my meds doesn't make you bitches less crazy, and that's the real problem over here. Jesus, I don't have any mental health disorders. Sorry, then do you know what, Dina? How fucking dare you dumb cunt, use my mental health disorder that your stupid little fucking friends all get off on saying isn't even fucking real or that I'm lying about to get fucking pity points for apparently being abused. You remind me of these fucking SJW bitches that think that triggered is a fucking buzzword. I hate all of you. You're fucking disgusting, and it's because of people like you that these fucking losers think that they can sit here and claim that I'm lying about very real fucking abuse and a very real severe mental health disorder that I've been in therapy for now for 9 fucking years, you dumb cunt. How dare you lie about having this? Because let me tell you something, not everybody that gets abused just automatically gets PTSD either, bitch. So no, just because you got abused doesn't mean you have PTSD. Not everyone gets it. And no, you ain't stronger or I'm not weaker than you. Because when I was a fucking 5-year-old, I ended up with this mental health condition because my little 5-year-old brain couldn't wrap around getting raped as a fucking baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Again, like, what am I supposed to feel bad that at 5 years old I couldn't handle those adult situations? So my brain rewired itself to block out trauma so that I could live my fucking life? Because I don't. But that's what some of us with this actual mental health disorder have gone through. And then there's dumb bitches like you okay, who go through hardly any fucking trauma and then want to come out here and claim that they have it. Or they see something they don't like on the internet and they think that it's oh so funny to be like, this triggers me. You want to know why I don't put trigger warnings at the beginning of my fucking content? Because half of you don't even know what a real fucking trigger is and make fun of me when I'm going through one. So quite frankly, if something I say triggers you, maybe it's good for you. Maybe you should experience it to see what I have to go through every single day, 24/7, that you all make light and make fun of. Fuck you, Dina, and your fake fucking shit. How dare you ever put this on the screen after claiming and using PTSD? Yeah, mental health positivity is hated by these people. Because they're all fucking insane sociopaths and narcissists. And you can't get help for that. You're just kind of stuck being a piece of shit for your whole life when you're a sociopath, a narc, or a psychopath. So it makes them very, very angry that there's other people like us that have mental health disorders that go to therapy, get on medication, and actually try our best every day to do the work to be better and do better in life. Because they just all sit around on the internet all day attacking people like us and then hanging out in Discord sharing fucking CP and lolly.
Nicole, they had 2 of them. It was great fun. Great time for all of them. You're being played. You're being used.
Truth hurts.
Oh no, because they tried to do it to me and I was like, so basically.
I won't be friends with any of those bitches. Never
That's
will,
what you
never
did.
did, never was.
Then I moved on.
I'm sorry, girl, you never moved on because I was never talking about you. I talked about you a handful of times in the summer of 2021, and up until a couple weeks ago, I never even thought about you. I don't have any mass.
That's a lie because y'all have been all over Twitter this whole time, and yeah, you have. You've also been in fake accounts all over my account this entire time that we have tied to you, Dina. And they actually are your accounts. It's not like how people claim that I'm the fucking Christopher Wellman account, who's somebody that they all fucking damn well know. And no, I'm not, by the way. Or it's not like when they claim I'm coming boo or I'm someone else that's a different person. Like they actually have been shown to be your accounts. So stop lying. Stop lying.
Amount of dummy accounts like you think I do. I don't have time to go to your page or your streams or wherever the hell it is you go and comment on everything you do. I don't. You brought me up after 10 months out of the blue a week or so ago, and then you want to get ass hurt because I chose to respond to some of it.
I've never been attacking you. You've always been the one attacking me.
I'll just let you continue on because I feel like I've already talked about this.
You've always been the one attacking everyone, actually, now that I think about it.
Completely.
You probably do need a list because there are so many of them. You're probably having trouble keeping track, aren't you?
Not really responded and stayed out of stuff. I did a live stream the other day.
Sweetie, you did 2 live streams and a video about my one video in which I wasn't even cruel to you. Just see the videos people make on me. You've got nothing. Just wait.
Am I lying? I'm sorry, Dina. Where's the clobbering time video done on you where people are claiming you're a predator? Because once again, I've never married a predator and had one around my kids. Had one around my kids. You have, though, right? You and Harold common law. You had a minor child around there. These people have to lie about my husband apparently being a predator, but they actually can say that you had a predator around your kids. So, but for some reason, TCaP and that community is more worried about me than they are about you. Sus.
Maybe I did one community post, two, maybe. I don't know, maybe 2.
I don't look at your community posts because I'm not the one following you around. You and your friends are the one following me and Nicole around. Remember?
Anyways, I have tried to ignore this dumb shit.
Remember?
I don't understand. No, you haven't. You have not tried to ignore anything ever in your entire life. People say I'm bad at it. You're 10 times worse. Please.
Clean a spade. Clean it crazy. Beth, whatever you want to go by.
Please don't call me by a first name. I have not given you permission.
Oh, why? Thank you so much. And you all just so nice to me. That was a joke. They all fall flat on these people, don't they?
I wouldn't call you by your first name if it wasn't in your channel name. I'd call you by what you go by. What are you addressing me for? I asked you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They'll try to find you everywhere. Yeah. A little creepy. But yeah, permission is definitely unknown to them. Permission, consent. What are these words, you know? Because according to these same groups of people, men should just be allowed to grab women and rape them everywhere. And us women that complain, we play victim. Yep, and men should be able to stalk us. And if we say, please stop following us around, then we're playing victim. Right? Basically, these people all believe that men should be able to do whatever they want to women, and that whenever women speak up, they're playing victim. Did we all figure that out yet? All right, cool. Glad that we're all on the same page finally.
To remove yourself from the drama for your own well-being after being in a vulnerable...
First off, it's not your place to ask me to remove myself from anything or to tell me what to do. I wasn't involved in any drama whatsoever. My life has been pretty peaceful the last however many months since March 24th of this year.
I apparently lied about my assault. Funny, because as soon as you left, Harold was as innocent, wasn't he?
That's funny because no, they haven't. Because you've been taking people to court, Dina. Dina, you've been taking people to court. Like, I don't understand.
I'll actually realize how sick.
Are we going to listen to my whole video?
But I'm not playing.
I came to out an abuser. All right, you know what, Dina? I just feel like this might be a good time to stop this to continue it tomorrow. We're almost halfway. You realize he's been in jail for a year and a month, right? Right. So why is everyone still accusing me of being connected to him, memeing me with him? You know? Dina? Clobbering time? What's up with all that shit? You know? Or am I just making that up? You know? There are never any memes of me being passed all over the internet with Harold. Nope, just nonstop almost every day for the last year. You know what I mean? But no. Powerful women do not have to go around and attack other women in order to feel good about themselves. Right? That's how I feel. I feel like powerful women don't have to attack women to feel good about themselves. And you claim that you've been having this like lovely, great time. Where are we? We're only 16 minutes into this thing. This thing is like 50 fucking minutes long. Jesus Christ, this bitch doesn't stop, does she? You claim that you've been having this great, wonderful time, right? So let's go take a look at this great, wonderful time that you've been having. Cupid stunt files a motion for Nicole. That was a couple weeks ago. All right. I spoke about H-bomb and RSN. You made it about you. I mean, that's what people would say to me, is that I make it about me. So I don't know why the same doesn't apply to you. I mean, this was a month ago, still attacking kids and her simps in description, court motions, not emotions. Oh, the lies. Teddy, this 16, I mean, you got a dog. That's nice. Just when I thought I'd have internet, you apparently don't have the internet, although it seems like whenever you want the internet, it magically appears. Here's my daughter says I starve her. So you're doing like a short that literally says my daughter says I starve her. So then Nicole does a stream in which she gradually mentions that she thinks that your daughter is starving and doesn't have food, and then you play victim. Do you understand what's happening here, Dina? That's what I'm seeing on the outside. And I'm not friends with Nicole either. I am a completely outside person, other than the fact that I know that you're crazy. Angie Kickstand wants receipts. That was 2 months ago. Renee, Harold, Dina, 3 peas in a pod 2 months ago. You literally sit here just attacking people. Here's a recap. You hang out with Jakey Poo and Vinny G, who I've heard. You probably shouldn't blast that around. But again, when you're hanging out with people like that and Real Stream News' friends, should I be surprised that you are all wrapped up in nothing but drama? My emails with RSN, CJ, and his admission. Can we just go to this one for a minute, just for a second?
People say that I'm so controversial, but I think the most controversial thing I have ever done is to stick around. If you're a girl, you have to play the game. What is that game? You are allowed to be pretty.
What pisses me off the most about this is not the fact that they're trying to say I sent you nudes or that your Discord is full of them, but the fact that they're trying to undermine my relationship and how much Christian means to me. That I would be so deceiving and disrespectful to Christian to do that. I guess you found out what happens when you don't.
And cute and sexy, but don't act too smart. Don't have an opinion. Women have been
portraying me to be a slut, publicly announcing they hold revenge porn and that you harbor it in your server. I mean, I've heard mine's in there, so there's that. Marie is disgusting. I think we all know that. Thank you very much. But you really got along with her at the beginning when you guys were going around and telling everyone that my husband was apparently charged for touching a little girl, and y'all sent her into Suits chat to announce it as well, because we seem to forget that you've all been trying to paint me out as a predator long before this, right? Dina. Marie is disgusting, and I hope for your sake you realize that. Just remember, she brought you and your Discord server into this, not me. Marie has seen him do this to woman after woman after woman, including herself. So she might have been trying to help you, but then she gets brainwashed too. And if you haven't noticed, the women that leave that community and speak out like myself, look at what I've gone through. Most of them are horrified. It's like he holds a little club of people that are horrified to leave because he constantly uses people like myself as an example of what will happen to you if you do. And I don't know if the people who have attacked me know this or not. Actually, yeah, I do. They know. They love it. It's all great fun for all of them. That was dumb to say, wasn't it? I was almost going to give people the benefit of the doubt again. So stupid. Whew. I was giving you an opportunity to make right on this, but because you choose not to do that, my hands are tied. Do you know what was funny? That our argument also started because of something similar where people were saying that there were pictures sent, and there are actually not pictures sent at the time, right? But I kept having threats, and I kept being told a lot of stuff, and Marie and him knew that there was a Discord made about me that was doxing me and giving my information about people, and they didn't tell me about it for 5 days. And that's what started our fight. And it was Amber Phoenix and Jesse that made this Discord on me. Right, guys? And I was very upset over it. Because this is how they always start the drama. It's the exact same thing the whole time. We just live on
So
repeat.
oppressed for so long, and they believe they have to back a man to get the job done. As women, we have to start appreciating our own worth.
These look familiar. I like all these people that like run these communities and have influence up here, and then whenever things happen in their communities or they cause drama and bullshit all over the place, they're like, I don't control anyone. Because it's funny, because like I said, I have no problem telling people in my community to not go around attacking people and then having it not happen. That's why you don't see a bunch of people going all over the place sticking up for me. Because I'm like, don't even fucking bother, guys. Just don't. There's no point. Don't do it. Don't attack people. I say it every day. You know, it's not hard. So, then we get into you threatening, which is interesting because that's what you do. So again, I'm sorry, who? Once again, you ain't gonna find a bitch out here attacked more by this community than me, sugar. I don't know. I think me and Mass Babe have all these bitches beat. I'm just throwing that out there. Reyna wants to be. She's always like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look, I'll go and attack someone you don't like. Oh, no, you don't want me back. Okay, well, now I'll go be friends with someone you don't like. Oh, that pissed you off? Okay, well, then I'll come back. Done it the whole time. She even tried to be my friend for a little while when she was apparently out of the community and hated him and all this shit. And I wanted nothing to do with her. So then I was a bad person. Same with Demi. Same with Heaven Sent. Ani. Already gone into that. Cammy. Amber, who? There's a couple of them. Harvard Chickie, again, she kind of wanted to. She wanted to go to court and do all of the court stuff because that's basically what, like, Jesse and Kaylee and them go around and they do. You got to take people to court out here, okay? We're going to keep harassing you until you have to take to court, and then we're going to pretend to be your friend and egg on the court, and that's what happens. It's great fun. You were missing some. But yeah. So you say grow a set, surround yourself with better, decent people. But literally all the people you're surrounding yourself with are the people who came from there and who were there for a very long time. I was there for not even a whole 4 months. I only flirted with the dude for 3 weeks. It's 2.5 years later. I'm still being talked about. Just think about that. Like I say, imagine what some of these women on here go through. Just saying. I often say it. So that one's one of my favorites. But even that was just like a few months ago. What, 2-3 months ago? I feel like some of the like videos have to have the wrong time. Because I do feel like some of them are definitely like older. But I don't see like any of like I don't see any content that isn't really you attacking someone or something like that, you know? Like I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to find something. And it's very hard. Like, it's literally like just everything. It's the same.